And Batum is good for 3. Batum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Redick. Kicks it to Paul. "58 seconds left to play here in the third." Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Trailblazers leading by 5. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Jordan. Redick with it. Lillard picks him up. And Redick kicks to Griffin. Paul dishes to Jordan. Feeds it to Redick. Just 5 on the clock. Paul, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And Afflalo kicks to Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
There's the lob to the hoop. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
Up in time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers lead by 2. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. LA's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. On the floor for Portland. At the 2 and the 3 are McCollum and Wright. Chris came in out there with Joel Freeland. And it's Blake in the point guard position.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
A different look for the Clippers. Pass to McCollum. And right, here we go. He feeds it to Blake. Here's Freeland. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 3. Outside, Robinson. Rim-rattling, two-handed jam. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Cullen passes to Keenan. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Again, the Clippers.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Now a timeout called by Portland. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick
Los Angeles calls timeout. The Clippers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And that one's good. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about.
A different look for the Clippers. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Aldridge. It's good from in tight.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Pick by Griffin. The drive by Paul. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Lillard against Paul. 3-pointer. Outside for Batum. Lillard left side. Over Paul. They grab their own miss. Back to Afflalo. Misses the 3.
He slipped into quite a funk here, Clark.
I think that's a good word to describe it. I mean, the basket is looking awfully small to him at the moment.
Lillard against Jones. Shot clock at 5. Paul outside. A 3-ball. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but you got to be smart too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Redick is checked in. Afflalo dishes to Lillard.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
Now here's Paul. Paul right side. Paul can't get that one to fall.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Kevin, that was so clutch. Now they really need a defensive stand.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're losing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airball.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
It's come down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to catch the ball, make a quick pass, and then get it airball.
Goes up off the inbound.
Oh, no good. Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight
guys? On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, I'll be hanging out with one of your favorite centers, Andre Drummond, and heading back to the Jordan hangar to learn a couple more moves. So click on this button below to start the show. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, I'll be hanging out with one of your favorite centers, Andre Drummond, and heading back to the Jordan hangar to learn a couple more moves. So click on this button below to start the show.
And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal on 2K Sports, and the NBA season is about to begin. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. And for Brooklyn, it's always an exciting time of the year as fans and other players and coaches around the league all getting a first look at how they might be shaping up for the upcoming season. When he's healthy, Brook Lopez is one of the best centers out there, but he's continuing to have these foot surgeries. Shaq?
Yeah, but he just got that $60 million contract, so there's a lot riding on that foot. He's actually only had his arch lowered to reduce the strain. Hopefully that solves the problem.
Wow. Do you have high arches, by the way?
I don't know. I never checked.
It'd be down there on your feet. That's where you'd have to check.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the arch on my jumper.
No. Let's go down to Kevin Harlan.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Milwaukee Bucks are ready for this thing to get started. At Barclays Center, the fans here in Brooklyn amped up for their Nets. We welcome you this Thursday evening, hoping you're having a good one and are as excited as we are for this one. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr joining me in the booth. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Inside, it's Ilyasova and Pachulia. Chris Middleton is out there with Carter Williams, and it's Antetokounmpo into the 3 slot. Now here's Johnson. Lopez sets a screen for Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got the first points up on the board for Brooklyn.
You know, last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange, kind of, when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly.
Here's Williams following the bucket by the Bucks. Feeds it to Brown. Johnson outside. Johnson right side. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by the Bucks. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. They get the rebound, and he gets the bucket.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now here's Williams. The pass to Johnson. Lopez sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Williams. Cans the 12-footer. Darren Williams enjoying an efficient season, shooting the ball last year, 2013-14.